So welcome to this edition of the Hermit's Rewind. Today we are taking a look back at Jack Clark's state title from 2014. We are joined by Jack Clark himself and Coach Bill Ward.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
Well, we're into it already.
Jack, were you the 1 seed in this, or what were the seeds in this match, if you remember?
No, so I was the 6th seed because in New Jersey it goes by power rankings. So it goes by previous years, what you do at states and regions and districts, and who you wrestle. And since I transferred, I had no previous power points, and then I had to sit 30 days because they thought I transferred for athletic purposes instead of academic. So I was the 6th seed, and Dinmore was the 1 seed. He took second back-to-back years before this.
Oh, back-to-back 3 straight times. Second place 3 straight times.
Yeah, he lost to a kid named Anthony Astronaut, who's the 4th-time undefeated. So, he had some tough matches in the finals.
This match was actually voted by, I think, NJ.com as, I guess, one of the most exciting matches in the last 10 years, I guess.
Yeah, it was voted the #1 state final in the last decade.
I think that was actually the reason I'd seen it for the first time. Had you ever faced him before, even growing up or anything like that?
No, we've been on teams together growing up. Like, we know each other. We were actually, the weekend before I transferred to St. Augustine, I was at a wrestling camp at University of Maryland looking at the school with him, and we were talking. And I didn't even know I was transferring yet. He was talking about what weight he was going and everything, and it was funny that I ended up transferring, being his weight class. But he was ranked in the country pretty high.
He's one of those kids that very, very tough to score on, and obviously, just always very tough to score on.
He had a good strategy. He would back up and get me to chase him, and every time I would run at him, he would shoot in and get him on my legs. Because I'm usually very aggressive when I wrestle, always moving forward, and he knew that.
He didn't really let you get to your underhook position either.
No, yeah, and that was my main setup. I could not get to it at all.
What's the underhook? Where you just try and catch his arm, almost like an uppercut fashion, or no?
Yeah, I think you'll see it right about here, actually. I think. Yeah, see how I have an underhook right there?
Yeah.
I'm under his one arm, and I use that to get to singles or just to get to my leg attacks. And this whole match was very strategic. We both just kept shooting and re-shooting. Just hard to get to anything, which I wasn't used to because this was my first close match the whole year. So
even in the state and regions, you didn't have any close ones?
No, regions I didn't have a match, like a full match. States was the first time I had a full match, and that's where I went for an underhook throw by and you kind of jump out of it. And then in states, first round I won 9-0, then 14-2 in the quarters and 15-5 in the semis. And there it is again. He got me chasing and dropped down to the shot.
So it's 1-0 right now just because he got the escape to start the match, right?
Yeah. This is weird because I wasn't used to people getting in on my legs. But luckily practice, I worked on it all the time for stuff like this. So yeah, it's still 1-0.
He's very defensive, as you can see. He's not really coming back at Jack. He's kind of waiting for Jack to move and attacking off of that.
Yeah, and then in wrestling, there's stall calls. So if you're backing up like this, you can get hit with a stall. The first one's a warning. The second time's a point. So the whole time I was trying to get him to get hit with a stall call. He hasn't been hit with any yet because he shoots off him, kind of dropping to that knee.
Now, is he normally a defensive wrestler, or he just kind of came in with that strategy against you?
He doesn't win by a lot of points. When he wins, he's going to win a close match. He has a strategy, and he always goes with it, and it works for him.
Jack
I was someone that liked to score a lot of points.
Jack just scored an escape, so it is 1-1 now. We're in the third period.
And I think he gets hit with a stall call sometime in this period. And then, I transferred to St. Augustine my senior year, wanted to be closer to my family because I went to a boarding school in Maryland, so I didn't get to see my family much, and I was about to go away to college. And also, it was my dream to wrestle on this stage right here since I was 6 years old. I would go every single year and watch the finals, so it's pretty cool.
Your brother Nick was a freshman this year, or was he a sophomore?
He was a sophomore. And he gets hit with the stall call there, so now if he gets hit with one more, and I actually almost scored there, but if he gets hit with one more, then I would have gotten a point. So now he becomes really aggressive and he capitalizes off it again pretty soon here.
Yeah, this was very nerve-wracking, this right here, because the referee actually does call a takedown and then waves it off.
With
right
4
there,
seconds
or
left.
No.
Right
It's coming up. You'll see there's a break. You can see.
They give him 2, but I react. And the place went insane. I was about to, I think it's coming right here, so I get too anxious. And you'll see it's about to come, right? So right now he still has no control.
Right here is where they give the 2.
Yeah, they're about to give it right when he gets his leg back. Right there, they gave him 2 with 7 seconds, and then I get up and reverse him out of bounds, and they end up calling no points. So it's still 1.
See the ref calling no points there. Coach Castellari running out to him.
I'm sure you were pretty calm at that point, Coach.
I thought I was the one out there like that, but I guess I wasn't.
And then for the last 4 seconds, we kind of just give each other respect and wait to go to overtime. So now it's first point scored wins the match.
And Jack finally gets to his underhook.
No, actually, I think I just shoot it.
Overhook, right? No.
So then he gets in here, and he's about to take me down again. I've never done this move in my life. I just said, might as well go for it all in my last high school match. And then I get an underhook and throw him, but we go out of bounds, so it's still no points. And here, I finally get in on a good shot. And then I kind of celebrate like crazy, you know. I usually never show emotion either, but
never.
I was 6 years old and it kind of all came. I didn't plan a celebration or anything. This was just raw emotions right there, especially with how crazy the match was.
Yeah, that's awesome. I remember seeing the picture of you and Coach Ward.
Yeah, that's an awesome picture.
Yeah, that was a really crazy, emotional match. It was just amazing.
Yeah, and like I said, I didn't have a full match till state, so I every single morning would run 5 miles under a 7-minute pace and kept going up and up to where I was running like 8 miles on the 6-minute pace for stuff like this because, you know, overtime, you have to be in shape or else, you know, so.
Yeah, no, that was an awesome match. I guess you guys have any final thoughts on the match before we wrap up?
Just like I said, I mean, it was unbelievably emotional, especially when, and it's kind of hard to see on video, but you know, when that ref had awarded that 2 points there at the end of the match, where
the crowd went insane.
The crowd went insane, and you just, you know, your stomach drops, and you're like, and then it was totally the wrong call to begin with. So, and that's one of the things I remember the most about. And then the takedown in overtime was just great, awesome. Just you go from one emotion to the next. So it was just incredible.
Now he waved it off because Jack had his foot still, and I guess he didn't see it, or what?
Yeah, so
pretty much.
He thought he had control, but when he saw that I came up right away, it was obvious that he didn't have control. And I remember I told Coach Ward this right after the match. There was 4 seconds left. I was like, there's no way I'm losing like this. I was just going for whatever I could. If I had to get out and score with 4 seconds, I was going to try. So it's a good thing I thought that way, or else I would have lost if I just sat there.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you guys for joining me. I know this is a little quicker one because it was only the one bout, but I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Take a time out of your day.
Thank you.
It was awesome. Thanks a lot, Tom.
You're welcome.